Welcome back to YouTube to Bear's Rod Shop for June the 22nd here on a Monday. Getting a little rain shower out there and got some thunderstorms. Might develop pretty severe later today. I am excited about this vise. I needed a vise like this. Even back in my ironworking days, if they had a vise like this, it would have made things a lot simpler when we were fabricating up weird angles, and you wouldn't have to carry the speed square and the little calculator and the math book in your back pocket for rough angles, like field fabricating, welding, stuff like that. When we get into machining, it's a whole different world, of course. But this, and here we are, we'll get it around here. I am not campaigning, advertising, or anything for Wilton. I'm just strictly voicing my opinion about this particular lathe that I just purchased, and from an eBay seller that really, it come in 2 days, 2.5 days, maybe 3. It's supposed to have been here on today, but it come in Saturday. Well boxed, price was right. Said in the other video when I opened the box, I'm not going to give the price for it. These are expensive. This is probably not the average, like myself, a hobby shop, but without it, we do a lot of angle figuring and stuff, and this is just going to make life simple. So we're going to go through a few steps on this Wilton. It's 11702, 3 axis. We got the swivel, I'll just go through it, and then y'all can have an opinion, give me a comment. I think we got an awful good buy, a piece of useful tooling in this shop that will help with whatever we do. I'm going to put this over on the welding table. Yes, I'm going to put a plate of ABS between it so the ground doesn't hook to it. The charge don't go through this unit, and I'll put in the jaws, I'll actually isolate it. Whatever I'm holding, won't be any arc flowing through it. I want this thing to last, and then my grandkids and my great grandkids or whatever, and if they ever get rid of it, I'm coming back. Help them. I'm coming back. They ain't getting rid of it. No estate sale is going to get this thing. And if the wife does, then I'll have my undercover folks that I know come visit her. All right, that being said, let's get busy, because I am excited about this. It takes 16, 17, and 19 millimeter. I've got it set up right now on 45. Well, this would be north, so that'd be 90 degrees across here, 45 on the tip. And this thing is so well constructed. I've cleaned it up. I've already oiled it, and I used gun oil. We want to advertise again. Well, we're not advertising for Lucas, but this is recommended by Thomas over there at Wilton. I use this on all my vices, and this light oil, and some on my lathe in different places, and some on the mill. But I need to get the bigger size bottles, and this lasts me a long time. But anyhow, I just use because we're into firearms and knives, so we have this around. All right, let's set this out of the way. Screw the lid down, and I put me some red dots on here just for the video. I'll probably leave them on. They'll eventually wipe off. It's just fingernail polish. Right now, here we come around, there's 0 setting here. If it was bolted, let's cock this down a little bit. If this is bolted on your mill or your fixture table or whatever, and then this right in here, we got 4-inch jaws, 4-inch opening. This is a good piece of 2x2 heavy wall tubing. Got it, this light clamp. This is the shortest thing I had. I mean, I had some 10 feet piece. I didn't want to cut it off for a video. And right now, this would be, of course, at 0 horizontal across. And let's open this up and let's swivel this back. And we'll come down here. And this is going to be rough. I'm not going to try the precision. Sitting on a piece of cardboard to protect the bottom. I did put my machinist straight edge on. I just snug it a little bit for the video. Here we are. We're horizontal as can be. Got it lightly clamped. And so if this is on a welding table, mill table, whatever, and I was out here, and I had scribed this with this Stanley with a piece of soapstone. Let's check her out. We're going to set this over here. Let's take her down to 45 angle. And I'm not going to get right on the zero. We're not counting cards here. Hopefully you can see this all right. And bingo. See, this is just going to make life much more easier. Let's see if I can move it over here just a hair without disturbing this. But so this is going to work out great for the welding table and the mill table. So let's take this to another function. Let's take the 16 here. And let's get her right back on over the opposite direction. I think I just lost my red mark, but yeah. And I'm running a little bit snug. So let's say you come in here and you had this 45 and then you had your fixture setting out here and then you want to make your tack welds. Yeah, you could put you a asbestos or blanket. I use leather a lot of times, asbestos, but this will not be grounded anywhere. Put it in there. The jaws won't be grounded. I don't want any juice traveling through this, seeking ground, especially making hot spots. To precision. Let's take her back to 0. I mean, you know, this is a plus for any shop. And then we're gonna actually rotate this head this direction. And this is 16. Let's spin her around here. I'm going to be watching here for 45. And there's 45. I really want to, like I said yesterday when I got this, change these out to the Allen heads, but you know, then I'm going to have a stubby Allen head. No, I'm just going to stay with these. It doesn't take a whole lot of pressure to hold this thing. So now here we got the workpiece set here. Let's slide her back. And there we go. Now I am about 3 degrees or so off, but for video's sake and setting on cardboard, you can kind of see how very, very useful this would be to a small shop, not production shop. I mean, you know, we get over into the CNC world, and they got 5 and 8 and 9 axis machines and all the technology. But for a rod shop, and no more of what we do, we do a lot of our own personal. We don't do machining unless the neighbor comes by, and I'll just give it to them, you know, unless it's a big project. The welding and stuff like that, I have to charge them because, you know, electricity and fixed budgets. But I'm gonna hand this off as a good comment. Even the quality of the tool that pops in here for adjusting, you know, I mean, it's got that little keeper on it. Everything fits really tight. Everything fits nice. Jaws are, like I say, oh, let's do one thing. Bear with me. And yeah, you can see my gun oil coming down. let's take this vise right down. You can see the jaws closing. You know, it'd be better if I just clamped off this swivel so I wouldn't have to fight it. Take me just a second here. Do that, or it'll be spinning out of the camera range. Well, let's see. Yeah. All right. 4 thousandths. Closest thing I had in the box. I mean, I could have won 1 thousandth. But let's crank this thing down till she just drags. And we'll turn it up here so you can see it. You can kind of hear it right there dragging. Now let's turn this here to the camera. And we're going to get her across there. 4 thousandths. And she's dragging the same friction all the way across. And spin her around. Now if that's not tight, no, that's not a gap at the bottom, that's some oil. Let's wipe that oil off. I've got to hand it to them. Accuracies within, 200 thousandths, and I tell you what, this is as close as this shop needs. You know, we're not putting out parts that's going to go to the moon or putting them in an airplane or a race car. But for this shop, this is one nice vise, and I'm going to highly recommend it. Keep checking with the eBay sellers. Amazon, none of the sellers come on there and touch this thing, and it's going to be a nice piece of this shop. And enjoyed the video there that Keith Rucker put on out there at Rancho Cucamonga for the American Rotary. Put that on for 2021. And I wish I could have got on an airplane and went out there and enjoyed and had some fun with them guys. Being an amateur, they would have probably filled my ears with so much, and I'd come back and then I'd have to tell the wife, well, I need to buy this, and I need to buy that. But anyhow, it would have been a real enjoyment to go out there and be with some of the top machinists. I wish Joe Pye and Adam over at A-Bomb could have been there, but anyhow, Keith shot a really good video, so go check him out there at Vintage Machinery. And then love old Quinn, she fired up, she was challenged, and she brought the steam engine and boiler to turn the, the 50-50 giveaway tumbler. Go check that out, because you're going to get a kick out of it. And then Keith Ferrier's over there. Now, one day, Adam, Keith, and Tom at Ox, I'm going to get down to that 4-jaw chuck, setting the parts within the thousands, and it may take a long time. I'm going to get there. I'm going to practice until I'm blue in the face. Even in the evenings, when the wife thinks I need to come for supper, I'm going to be out there setting that 4-jaw, and I'm going to come there one day, and you're going to say, this old guy, he got it. He didn't win, but he competed. That's all that matters. Have fun, enjoy machining, and y'all like these videos. Some of them are corny. Most of them don't video very well. Brian over there at Metal Shaper, hey, the valve job video for this morning was a good way for me to get out here. I think I watched the thing at 4:30 in the morning, 5:30. Anyhow, it was real early. And then Brian over there at BC Block 02, yeah, I got to watch you go through that transmission. Ask you a stupid question, because I don't have the feel in my hands about backlash. Hope you look at that and see if you don't use an inch. Now, I don't have one of them like Brian over at Metal Shaver's got the dial indicator, but I got an inch aircraft vintage from my dad torque wrench, and I feel backlash now because Used to, I could feel it with my hands, but no more. Arthritis just... Anyhow, let's get off that subject. Y'all have a great summer. And, yeah, I'm going to do a driving video on the Dodge. I got to fix a gas leak right now. Fix to go out there. The rain seems like it's going to hold up a little while. I got a drip. And then we'll video that D250 carpet all in and going down to get it inspected. We won't do that, but we'll do it as a driving on the way back with new plates, vintage plates here in Texas. It's a 29-year-old truck. I think 3 years we get $17 for 3 years. Can't go out of state with them, but I don't plan on going 5-10 miles from here or whatever I need to do. So if I do, I'll just go get the regular plates. But thumbs up. If you like our content, please share and come back and see us and give me some comments on this wonderful vise. I tell you what, it is a big plus, and I've already had it on the mill. I've got to raise up, a little on the column, but these are built for more like bridge ports where you got the knee mill, and but it's going to be a great plus. Also, watching over there, Chan Lee, he built. Let me turn this around just a minute, if you can see this. He had an older mill, and it wasn't an older mill, it was an old Bridgeport. It had the levers, and took and put a two-spoke wheel on there. That's a very good video. This is, of course, going to get the Z powered, and but it still always needed a hand lever. And my English wheel has the steering wheel off 46 Ford, which I could just reach up there and roll it. But I need a small wheel. I'm going to build one, and of course the vise will help. So, anyhow, y'all stay safe. Visit old Joe Pye over there. He's finishing up that little miniature, tiny lathe project, and it's going to be powered, he says, by steam. That's going to be killer. Y'all come back and visit. God bless.